Take it from me, this is not a how-to video. This is simply someone who doesn't know what they're doing giving it a shot and trying their best to go ahead with it. Good everyone, it's Ryan here. Welcome to the channel, and to all those people that have been subscribing lately and asking questions, hopefully this is going to shed some light on what we're doing here. So I want to give you a quick run around as to what this channel is all about and show you what we're going to be up to with these projects. But essentially, if you're into DIY, you enjoy doing things at home with creating things and building things and really giving it a shot, things you haven't tried before, this is a place for you because it's exactly what we're doing. And if you want to come on this journey with me, learn a few things along the way and just enjoy the time together, feel free to subscribe and I'll show you what we're up to. We're in at the moment a room that we built recently, and I'll show you a couple of pictures of before and after. But this is the study that we've built. Now, it seemed like an impossible task, but we got it done. And I'm going to show you around. We've got a couple projects on the run at the moment. We've got this new place that we bought a year ago. And when we got here, it was a reasonably worn out place. It's probably 30, 40 years old. But as you can see, the kitchen is as original. We've done a few little things, and you can probably see, looking at this here, this was a stovetop, believe it or not. And both my dad and then my father-in-law took to it with a circular saw to remove it. Well, we actually just removed it, put it here, took a circular saw here and replaced that piece here so we can still use it as an island, and then we're going to put a new kitchen in. So that's going to be on a later episode once we get all the materials and we start putting it together. But just to sort of give you an idea, we'll have a few sort of photos from the real estate agency that first came in here. This is the entrance from the front door, and if we look straight ahead here, previously there was a wall right here. You couldn't get through there, and there was a hallway on the right. So there's been a bit of renovations. We've moved walls, we've moved doors, we've created new rooms in here. And just to even give you an idea as to what we look at when we get into the lounge room, I'll show you a couple of photos of what this used to look like. And it's amazing what a coat of paint can do to really update a room. So I want to show you one of the projects we'll be starting on is actually outside. Now, DIY outside is actually pretty good because there's a fair bit more room for error, although I'm one that likes to get things reasonably right the first time. So let's have a look at it and see what that looks like. I might actually introduce you to one furry friend or two before we start. We've got Belle here, she's our Kelpie. But we've also got this rogue chook, and they get on pretty well, but this chook just loves getting into Belle's kennel, so we are constantly having to rehome this chook back to its own house. But as you can see, it looks like she's gonna eat it, but we've taught her not to, and they just pretty much hurt each other all day. All right, back to it. So let's have a look at what we're doing. This area here, I've just laid out some pavers just to get an idea as to how many I'm going to need. But this used to be a raised garden bed, bricked, concreted, and it was right in the way. And you can imagine walking out of this door just here, and you walk straight into a garden bed. So we've removed that, and the plan is that we're going to actually pave this entire area. It's going to be a DIY job. We've started things. We've actually got this completely level, compacted with road base. We've done a little bit of road base over here as well, but we've got quite a bit of work to do, and that's going to be an ongoing project that we'll look at together, and I'll show you how it all goes. The other project that we've been working on, and I'll actually show you how this all started, is this beautiful paved area. And you can see I've got to get a brick saw to get all these cuts in. But this is essentially just recycled pavers that we've picked up from around the house as it was. So it's only really cost us for some road base, some of the tools we needed, and a bit of cement. So yeah, I like it. It's beautiful to walk on. As you'll see in the video that we'll put up as to how this was built, you could probably see that it wasn't that nice. And we're going to extend this all the way out to this gate here, and then also up to the chook yard. So the chook's got a pretty good house. I don't know why it doesn't want to be in there, but it must prefer being a bit more free range out with the chook. So the other things we're going to be looking at is actually going to be this garden. So you'll probably see it's a bit of a mess. it was looked after really well once upon a time, but it's very high maintenance garden. So we're going to simplify it and yeah, still make it beautiful and keep all these really established trees, but just make it a bit more doable for a family of 4 that are a little bit time poor. You can see all these pavers here. These are the ones that we've salvaged. They were making an edging, but I think we're going to do something new with that edging as well. And shout out to Ben Sims at Lawn Tips. This is my lawn. It's got a lot to be desired for. So I've just ordered a few products off the Lawn Tips website. I'll put a little link down there for you to have a look at it as well and support his channel too. But it's got a great variety of different things that are going to help this lawn get beautiful, and I'm looking forward to documenting that as well. Alright, so with that in mind, let's have a look at the path. Let's get started with that. Each week or every 2 weeks, whenever it just comes up, we'll document how we're coming along with these projects. And if you've got questions, feel free to pop them in the comments there. I'm happy to answer them, because really this is a creative outlet for me. I really enjoy making videos, really enjoy doing these sorts of things. And I love doing DIY too, so what a great idea to be able to do both of them at the same time. G'day everyone, Ryan here. We've got a cool project that we're going to start today on a herringbone laid paving. I was inspired the other day by Sam and Laura at their place just down the road. They've done a beautiful job with recycling some bricks and making it into a beautiful paved area. So we're going to try that today and see how we go. We're going to recycle these bricks that we've got, but we've got quite a lot of leftover cement from where we pulled them up. So I've got a whole pile of them over here that we've salvaged from previously, but all of them have got that on it, and that was from this area here. It's a bit of a bomb site at the moment, but that was a raised garden bed fully cemented in with bricks. So we're going to get into it. You want to hold it again? Well, you can in a moment, but we're just going to start to break up some of this cement, aren't we? Yeah. Yeah. All right, we're gonna get Riley on the tools. Get into it. Yeah. Go for a whack. I'll hold it. Yeah, you got it. Oh, watch your hand. Try to get to the edge there. There we go. Yep. Oh, 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 oh. Keep going. Yeah, you got it.
You got on my forehead.
Good job. Are you watching where I'm hammering?
Oh, that was
a bit, wasn't it? Alrighty, so we've got the string line in and we've got it reasonably straight, so we're going to cement it in, just make it secure and let this set overnight. Then we'll continue on the herringbone pattern. Now there's going to be a heap of experts in the comments talking about what to do and not to do here. Take it from me, this is not a how-to video. This is simply someone who doesn't know what they're doing giving it a shot and trying their best to go ahead with it. So we're going to start putting some cement in, and hopefully this works out. Otherwise it's going to be a big mess. Right, I had to take a bit of a break, but we're back day 2. So today we're going to be getting into the edging a bit more. As you can see, I've just done a little bit of digging here, just setting up for the next edge. We'll cement that in, and then probably take a trip to Bunnings, get some road base and some sand, and we'll get this level and start laying some pavers. Well, it's taken a couple of days to get back to this. There's been some really heavy rainy weather, a bit of flooding around. So we're finally dry enough to get into putting down our road base, and then we'll also be putting down some sand, screeting, getting it all level, compacted, and ready to lay some herringbone. So let's get into it. We've had to stop because we've got some visitors. Look who it is. Hey!
Hello?
Guess who? Do you see the resemblance?
Ethan got his award.
Ah, well done, Ethan. Ethan's a triathlete and he just won a race. Well, we've got to get some more sand from Bunnings, so we'll be back shortly. So that's where we're going to have to leave it for today. Got to put a pause on things because there's work to do elsewhere. But as you can see, I'm pretty happy with it so far. We're going to have to get a concrete saw or some form of brick saw just to fill in all these, and I'll show you what it's going to look like because I had the chance to attack it with an angle grinder. It's a very slow process, so for a few cuts probably not a bad thing, but when you're doing a lot of cuts in a row, we're going to need a brick saw. And this is what the final product looks like, which I'm pretty happy with. As you can see, these ones we've cut out to size and it goes pretty well, but we're just going to need to do another couple of hundred. So projects are coming along. Stay tuned, subscribe if you want to see what happens next. I think the next big thing we're going to be doing is tackling this area, paving this out, and I'll probably keep the brick saw till that's done too, because we're going to do this in herringbone pattern as well and really make this just a beautiful space. But rather than having to hire it twice, we may as well just hire it the once, do it all at once and make it beautiful. Bye for now.